Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So before we continue with our task at hand, let me give you a quick summary of what I did off camera. First of all, I collected all the pieces of code to the plans for the secret weapon. Some of them were here in the shipyard of Patre and some of them were on boats nearby. And once I got the final piece of code, it automatically upgraded my ship with that weapon. And yeah, it's basically some kind of Greek fire, you know, a giant flamethrower at the front of my boat. Of course, the actual Greek fire isn't going to be invented for another 1000 years, so it's a little bit anachronistic, but you get the idea. And I had a chance to test it on some pirates, which is why the address here is currently all the way over here. So I have a basic idea how it functions, and I'm sure it's going to be helpful in the battles that are yet to come. And then I decided maybe I should also have a look at that one side mission that I missed in the giant cultist fortress over here. And as it turned out, that was basically another sort of collection quest because I needed to collect a number of notes regarding the Tempest, which were placed in various fortresses and guarded houses. And I'm not sure if that really helps me in any way, but it did give me some background information about the Tempest. So maybe I actually want to read the note that I got on camera because they're kind of interesting actually. Warning letter, bones to ash and ash to dust. We've been watching across the Aegean, biding and waiting for our time. I trust that our forces were helpful in aiding your goals before, and this time I believe that our goals align. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten our agreement. We just need the Eagle Bearer. We've done your cult favors and we've come to claim ours, the Tempest. So apparently the cult and the order are indeed working together. So I'm guessing this is basically the order addressing the cult that, you know, they're calling in some favors. And that's kind of interesting because allegedly they represent like different ideals, different sides of a coin. Like the cult is more about chaos and the order is more about, well, order. But then again, I feel, especially in regards to the cult, that their methods are kind of inconsistent anyway. So maybe it's just part of their modus operandi to be kind of inconsistent. I mean, chaotic, I suppose. But yeah, it seems that they have been working together before and they're working together now. Of course, you would think that at least in terms of the quote-unquote tainted ones, they kind of disagree because the order wants to eliminate them apparently, and the cult doesn't seem to have that much of a problem with them. Some of them actually worship them, and they accepted Deimos into the cult, so they don't seem to have a problem with utilizing the tainted ones for their own purposes. Anyway, let's have a look at the next note. Order Manifesto. The Tempest is performing well, better than we imagined. Our concerns were unfounded. Her ties to this place have not clouded her judgment or affected her actions. Yeah, because her mother is living in this place. She is bringing the storm. Still, I will continue my observations. So I guess this may have been written by a cultist, and they might be a little bit suspicious about the order. Reply from the Tempest. Capture the stranded people in Bura. We can't let them get established here. I know for a fact that someone from that village will be helping them. Someone unable to stay idle around people in need. Make sure to round them up, all of them. Yeah, we saw that happening. And more military orders. Double our patrols to the east and be prepared if Athens decides to invade our waters again. Relocate some forces in the east to bolster our patrols if you must. We need to buy time if we are to have our new weapon fitted onto our fleets. I'm guessing they're talking about the quote-unquote Greek fire. I think Chimera's Breath is the official title of it. Okay, so yeah, some interesting information. Not sure if it's going to be useful in my endeavors, but there you go. Let's the other side quest that I skipped the last time. But now, let's continue with the main mission. We need to talk to Natakas, who's apparently somewhere around here. So let's see what we can do for him.
Look.
What's up?
A weapons demonstration.
Okay. What weapon are they demonstrating?
We weren't expecting you, Tempest.
Oh,
My
that's...
weapons, Lieutenant.
It's her.
Where are they?
Yes, we found the
They're
Tempest.
installed, but not tested.
Fire them.
But it's not stable.
Fire them.
Everyone
You
seems to be afraid of her.
Stay here.
Fire!
Okay, apparently they managed to get the weapon as well, even though they didn't have the plans. Well, maybe without the plans they weren't able to properly install it.
Fix this by tomorrow.
Yes, Admiral.
The skiller awaits my return. But first, I will inspect your work in the shipyards and see what else you idiots have managed to mess up. Move!
Well, maybe you shouldn't have tested an untested weapon on that fine ship that you
The
wasted now.
Tempest.
This won't be easy, especially if they get that weapon to work.
That weapon couldn't take out the Adrestia. It has potential. Well, I have one of these for myself now, so I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
I couldn't even get it to work properly.
It's only a matter of time before they succeed. We need to do something.
Sounds like you have a plan.
We need to go after her. If we can end things here, we're all the better for it.
I agree. Let's do this. Let's get the Tempest.
We need to catch her. Let's go to the shipyard.
It's not too far.
Oh
Come
no,
on.
shady person again. Cassandra, you really need to watch out for like spies and people shadowing you, because that's the second time this happened. Anyway, reach the shipyard.
Had left to sell our goods on Pylos. He was supposed to be back by now. Will he be in danger? They're blowing up ships. How will he get home?
It'll be okay. I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Well, let's hope so. But yeah, let's check out the shipyard. Although I kind of doubt that we will be able to finish off the Tempest, since this is kind of like a support quest and not even like the main part of the main quest.
This is for your own safety. Waters are a dangerous place to be now.
Well, once we dealt with the Tempest, hopefully it's going to be safer again.
What's going on here? How am I supposed to work with all this debris around?
There's like a lot of background chatter. That didn't really happen in that frequency before. Interesting.
You heard the Tempest. Double all production and rebuild them from scratch.
Okay. They're building ships over here. Anyway, let's see. What can we do here?
Tempest will be easier to find if we split up.
Investigate the whereabouts of the Tempest. She was seen heading to a shipyard. The workers at the shipyard might have information about the Tempest. Where's the Tempest? Well, let's talk to some people.
Nice weather today.
You're not helpful at all.
Nice weather today.
You're right. I mean, it is nice weather, but still not helpful. Anyway, anyone else that might have a bit more information? Oh, what is this?
Just food and kitchen supplies.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Anyway, can you please keep moving? Okay, now she's moving again. Kinda got stuck there for a moment.
Mistios,
Right. He doesn't have anything to say.
I've done nothing wrong.
I haven't accused you of anything. Okay, what about this guy?
The woman in charge. Do you know her?
I don't know anything. Please leave me alone.
Yeah, everyone is just scared of her.
Something
What
doesn't
are you
feel
doing?
right.
Keep looking.
Apparently Natakas hasn't found anything either. Okay, there's another guy I might be able to talk to.
The woman who came by here. Where is she?
She left. I hope. Poseidon, save us.
Again, not very useful.
Something is out there. Or someone.
Yeah, someone is following you. Happened the last episode as well.
I'm looking for the woman who runs this place.
The weapon is not ready. It's not. It's...
Oh dear. It's okay. I'm not here to harm you. At least it seems that I'm on the right
Someone is following me.
path here. But can I like find the person following
Don't know
me?
you.
Is it one of you?
I've done nothing wrong. Mistios, I've done nothing wrong.
I like boats.
I don't know you.
I like boats. But yeah, not sure if I can find whoever's following me on my own. Or if I have to wait for him to show up. I mean, these guys are kind of following me, are they not? Aren't you the same people who have been standing over there? All of you are kind of suspicious.
I like boats.
Especially you.
Have you seen the woman in charge here?
Don't let them hear you. There are eyes and ears everywhere.
And yeah, now they suddenly leave. I find that suspicious. I'm sure one of you has been spying on me. But okay, let's talk to Natakas. Haven't really found out much. Maybe he had better luck.
Quickly, over here.
Alright?
I didn't find the Tempest.
I found this. The Order suspects we're in Achaea. They've tasked the Tempest with capturing us.
We
No
walked
big
into a trap.
surprise.
Father, he'll need to hear about this. Quickly.
And
We're being followed.
there's our shadow again.
No, we're being hunted. There, that warehouse. I'll draw their attention and hide. You can take it from there.
I'll sneak in once you lure them out. I'll charge in instead. Nah, I prefer the stealthy approach.
Yes. Cause a scene and head to the warehouse. I'll stay back and see how many there are before making a move. Are you ready?
How could you? I love you, you monster! Don't come near me!
I guess that's part of the distraction. Open bounty on the Eagle Bearer. The Eagle Bearer has been spotted around Achaea. Reward goes to whoever can bring her head to the Tempest. Do not throw away your chance at riches and glory. Alright. Help Natakas lure out the bounty hunters. Okay. And apparently they are spread all over this place, and it doesn't look like there's anyone else besides them. Well, a few civilians. And I mean, as we can see, none of these bounty hunters has a picture or any kind of description, which means I can't recruit them, and I probably have to kill them in order to finish the quest, so I'll just go straight for the assassination. Anyway, let me approach at some angle here. Maybe climb onto the roof. Look at all these wood chips from building the ships. It's kind of neat. Okay, let's see. Is there one of you who is
to be spotted here?
a little bit isolated who I can kill without being seen by the others? I mean, this one is kind of isolated, but he might be in visible range of that guy. As a matter of fact, I think the guy over there might be my best option. Of course, I will have to approach him from behind. I mean, if he keeps that exact position, I should be able to sneak up on him undetected. Let's give this a try. And it doesn't seem that they're moving at all, so this should work out. Yep, that guy has his back towards me as well. Let's do this. Murder! Well, to be fair, that kind of was murder. Now, let's find a good angle to approach the next guy. I guess this one over here would work. Again, I'm not entirely sure if the others would see me here. Let's try it anyway. Okay, apparently
Just in time.
that caught someone's attention. Well, in that case, we will just go in for the kill. There we go. I think you've been the one who's been following me all this time, huh? Certainly look like it. Oh, you actually survived my overpower. What was that supposed to be?
It's over. You won't get away with this. The Tempest will hunt you down.
Yeah, I already knew that. I mean, she has already been hunting me, as we can see.
Tell me where the Tempest is. What's her plan?
She's building a weapon to be installed on her ship, the Scylla. And she's locked down all of Achaea to trap you, Eagle Bearer. There's nowhere left to run. The Scylla will blow you out of the water. Her fleet will crush you.
Well, I don't intend to run, and I already have the weapon. So, joke's on you. And mine actually works.
You'll never defeat her.
He's pretty dedicated, though, still laughing at me with his last breath.
If the Tempest is looking for us, then destroying her fleet should get her attention.
Most certainly.
They tried to trap us.
We almost had the Tempest.
At least the Order has lost our scent. For now.
Be safe, Natakas. I'll see you later at the ship hideout.
Okay, so we kind of know her plans. And she's still trying to install that weapon. Destroy ships in the Tempest fleet. The Tempest fleet is patrolling the waters north of Mount Panachikos. Okay, so I just have to destroy a few ships. I can do that. But first of all, let me pay my bounty. And suddenly they moved the Adrestia to dock again. Because I left it over here. But I guess that's fine. Because that way I'm a little bit closer to my targets already. Alright, here we are, and I can already see the ships. Now the question is, do I want to upgrade my ship maybe before I go into this battle? I mean, I have already upgraded it significantly, but there might be some additional skills that I want to get. For example, I can upgrade the flamethrower. So maybe I'm going to do that. Yeah, sure, let's just upgrade it to full. And I guess I can afford to get higher upgrade for this one as well. And this one. And another. Okay, now.
Send them a flaming inferno, Commander!
Ready for sailing!
That's the plan.
Waiting your orders, Commander!
We have a few ships to destroy. Starting with the one over here.
The Commander's left the helm!
Oh, nope, I don't want to leave. Don't want to leave the helm. I want to test my new improved flamethrower.
Fast as we can! Get your weapons ready!
Let's do this.
Freeze!
Well, they're already shooting at us. Okay, well, that's doing some good damage. Now let's use some archers as well. Some normal fire. Oh, but it looks like the other ships have found us already. Anyway, this one's pretty much dead. Now, ooh, hang on a second. They're trying to ram me. I need to get in a good position to use my flamethrower again. I can see that. Now, time for a flamethrower. Oh, nope, nope. I need to stay closer to you.
Brace yourself for impact! Bows ready!
Alright, now, flamethrower time. Nice. That is indeed pretty powerful. Okay, let's destroy this one. And one more. That was a good shot. First, I have to brace. I don't think we missed them. I clearly saw some damage here. Let's see if we can hit the weak spot.
Archers! Ready yourselves!
Alright, there we go. And maybe if I can bring the ship around, I can use the flamethrower again. Let's do it. Well, this is not quite the right position for the flamethrower. But I can use some of these flames. And I think now I can just destroy them with a few normal arrows. There we go.
I need archers!
Sounds sweet, Tempest.
Cassandra is not impressed with your fleet, Tempest. Because Cassandra has her own little army. Okay, looks like we're done with
Ready
this.
oars for docking?
Let's dock the ship. And let's meet with Natakas again. Apparently, this unfinished boat is our hideout.
Father almost killed her when they first met. If I hadn't stopped them...
Really? Who do you think would have won?
I can handle myself.
I'm pretty sure I would have won.
Good, we're all here.
We've done everything we set out to.
Now, to get the stranded people out of Achaea.
The Tempest is on her way to install the Chimera's breath on the Scylla.
But we have the Chimera's breath now. The Tempest will never know what hit her.
She probably does, because we just used it to destroy her fleet, so she should be warned about it. The Tempest doesn't stand a chance, I hope you're right. Yeah, if she has that flamethrower as well, that might be a problem, but I'm pretty sure we can win this.
Without the Chimera's breath, she doesn't stand a chance. I am Poseidon's chosen, after all.
So they say. Darius is not impressed by that.
We'll surprise the Tempest. Barnabas and I will launch a sea attack. Using the Chimera's breath to disable the Scylla will be our best chance to get everyone off the coast.
The merchant ships?
The distraction should buy time for them to leave.
Natakas and I will make sure everyone is on board the ships. This is our chance to leave Achaea.
Then you must go. I wouldn't risk it. I don't know. That's your decision.
Darius is right, Natakas. You should be on those ships. Both of you. They're your way out.
What do you think, Natakas?
It's our only chance.
You have to take it.
We will.
We'll need somewhere to stay until then. Somewhere that won't raise suspicion.
I know just the place. A house on the hill near Dime.
We should go together. I'll meet you there. Nah, I think we can go together. I don't think I have anything else left to do. I don't know.
Let's go there now.
And I do have some time left in this episode, so guess we just may continue with this right away.
Look at this place.
It belonged to a friend of mine. He tried getting out of Achaea, but he didn't make it. I need to prepare the others. See you two soon.
There's something about this place.
It's beautiful, it's boring. I don't know, it looks like any other place I've seen, but I want to be polite.
It's a beautiful place. Peaceful.
I know. Too bad we won't stay.
So, what's next?
We'll probably keep running, as always. At least there's wine.
At least there's wine.
So, we wanna have some wine?
Ah! What have you done?
Stop it!
That's how I grew up.
What the hell? I think it's
But
okay.
seriously, your father is a very capable man.
He is, but emotionally, he's hard to open up.
It's hard to make friends for people like us. Living on the move as we do.
Oh. We've met each other.
To our friendship.
To our friendship.
You shouldn't eavesdrop on people like that. It's not polite.
Malaka.
Malaka.
But we already taught him some Greek, apparently.
This reminds me of when we met in Macedonia. We ate boar beneath the stars. It was the first time in a long time that I felt home. I haven't felt that since. Until tonight.
Then let's make the most of it.
I should find Darius and the others. The stranded people are probably at the docks already.
Okay, so apparently we had like at least one evening and night of peace and happiness, but now it's back to business. So let me have a look at my quests. Oh yeah, I got like a bunch of new quests. Calm before the storm. With the Tempest operation crippled, Darius and attackers quietly prepare to get out of Achaea on ships carrying other stranded people to safety. Okay. Meet leader at the outskirts of Dime. But what is this all about? Cassandra learned of the Tempest's designs to find and eliminate her. Such hubris. The Tempest stationed personal mercenaries across Achaea to watch out for the Eaglebearer. Kill the mercenaries sent by the Tempest. Okay, this is just killing a few mercenaries. Again, this seems like something that I may want to do off camera instead, if it's really just hunting these mercenaries and killing them. Uncover and assassinate the Order of the Storm. Yeah, I mean, the one person we still need to assassinate is the Tempest herself. So, I guess this is kind of like the main mission, and this is just something that I can do in addition to that. Okay, well, in that case, I may want to end the episode here. I will probably just finish this part in between episodes, and then we can continue with this one in the next episode, because this seems to be like the confrontation with the Tempest, so I feel this one should be done first. But yeah, let's call it a day for today. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.